Monday with all you awesome mathematicians. So we've got another great math day of building our skills, working up our way to math independence. So let's check out our learning target for today. It says, I can solve two-digit problems using a drawing with the vertical way. So today we are solving some problems with a drawing and the vertical way. We were introduced to the vertical way last week, where we stack our numbers with ones and tens, as well as using our place value chart in our tools. But we know that our tools are just a starting point. We want to eventually be all able to do skills independently, working with that mental math knowledge. So as we move away from our place value chart, our next step is a drawing and the vertical way. We are going to be solving problems, practicing our awesome bundling by drawing what we are doing and showing it with, together, the vertical way. These two skills need to be working together, drawing and vertical way. You need to be doing both to help build your awesome math connections. So, Super Scholars, you are going to need a whiteboard or a piece of paper out, and you're just going to need to set it up like this. We have our plus, our vertical way addition, as well as this T-chart that we are going to use for our drawing. So you're going to need a piece of paper or a whiteboard with the vertical way on one side and room for our drawing on another. So get out a whiteboard and your tools, and let's get solving. Okay, our first problem that we are going to show on this Monday is 27 plus 15. We're going to start with 27 and add 15. The first step we want to take on solving this problem is setting it up in the vertical way. I have these little boxes drawn out so we can clearly see where everything goes. You don't need to draw this box as long as you're following along with me with the vertical way. Okay, Super Scholars. So if we're starting with 27, how many tens are there? 2, so they need to go first. How many ones? 7, of course. You can see in my little boxes, I have the tens and the ones all nicely lined up. Okay, now we're going to add 15. And the tens and ones have to be aligned in the same column. So how many tens are in 15? 1 exactly. And it needs to be right in line with our 2 tens. How many ones are there? There are 5 ones exactly, and it needs to be right in line with our 7 ones. And we're going to add these lovely numbers together. Okay, so we have our equation nice and set up. Now we need to draw it out and show how we're going to add and bundle to get our answer. So first, can we draw 27? We're going to draw our tens on one side and our ones on the other. So how many tens? 2 exactly. Can you go ahead and draw 2 tens? How many ones in 27? 7. And my friends, I need you to draw those 7 ones in those 10 frame. So I'm going to have 5 and then 2. 5 and 2, just like a 10 frame. 7 ones. Okay, now we're going to draw what we're adding. We're going to draw 15 right in our drawing to show we're adding these groups together. So, how many tens are we adding? Just 1. Can you go ahead and add 1 10? We're showing 27 and then 15. How many ones are we going to add? 5. Go ahead. In nice one line, I need you to show 5 ones. So you can clearly see, Super Scholars, we've got 27 and 15. The two different numbers we're going to add together. Okay, Super Scholars, so look at all these ones that we have. In order for us to bundle and keep adding, we need a group of how many ones? 10 ones, of course. But so far we've got 7. How many more ones do we need to get 10? We're starting with 7, but how many do we need to add in order to fulfill the 10 that we need? How many do we need to add? What do you see? 3, of course, because we know 7 and 3 are pairs to 10. So in order to get enough that we need to bundle, Super Scholars, we're going to take 3 from the 5 and bundle it all together to make our tens. So, Super Scholars, on your board, you're going to circle our 7 ones and 3 in order to make our 10 ones. That will all become another 110. We were able to find a group of 10 ones that we could bundle, which will make 110. And we need to show that within the other tens since it's a larger unit. Okay, my friends, but what is our final answer? If we bundled these 10 ones, how many ones are left? Just 2, of course. So in our ones column, we need to show that there's 2 left. And when we made this 110, Super Scholars, we added another 10, so we need to show it right above. We need to put a 1 in our tens place on the vertical form to show that we bundled 10 ones. We made a new 10. So how many tens do we have now? Let's see. We have 4 tens now. So what's our final number? 42. We showed our ability to solve this time with a drawing where we circled the group of 10 ones we had to bundle to make 110 that we also showed on our vertical way. We want to show our skills both ways to build that connection between what's happening with our numbers and how we can simply write it out in the vertical form. Okay, that was our first round of practice. Are you ready for another one? Everybody reset? But of course, we deserve an awesome break. So stand up with me, and I have a shoe-related question for this or that. Are you up? Are you ready? So, Super Scholars, do you prefer laces on your sneakers? So like tie-up sneakers? If so, you're going to do jumping jacks. Or do you prefer Velcro sneakers, where you just have to Velcro them on? If so, you're going to do slides for 5 seconds. Lace-up sneakers or Velcro sneakers? What do you prefer? I love some good old lace-up sneakers, so I'm going to do 5 jumping jacks again. Do you have your pick? Whatever it is. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. shake it out. Thank you for jumping with me. And come on right back down in your nice seat. Okay, next up, we are going to solve with the drawing and the vertical way. 33 plus 59. Okay, can you on your own set up 33 plus 59? You need to put the 10s in a row and the 1s in a row. Can you write it down on your board? Does yours look the same as mine? 3 1s and 9 1s are lined up, and the 3 10s and the 5 10s are also lined up, since the same values have to be in the same place. Okay, so we know what numbers we're adding together. Now we need to draw them out on our chart. Okay, first we need to show 33. How many 10s are there going to be? 3, of course. Can you show 3 10s? And how many 1s are there going to be? 3. The same, since it's 33. Okay, remember we're showing each number on its own. And now we got to draw 59. How many 10s are in 59? 5, of course. And I need you to draw them in a straight line. 5 10s. And how many 1s? 9 1s, of course. So when we draw the 9 1s, we need to draw it like a 10 frame. So my friends, we're going to have 5 and 4. This shows 9. 5 and 4, 9 1s. Okay, we've got 33 and 59. So now, Super Scholars, we need to add up our 1s. And we know that to keep adding, we have to bundle, of course. And how many do we need to bundle? 10 1s. So let's take a look. We've got a group of 3 and 9 1s. So, Super Scholars, we have a whole group of 9 1s right now. How many do we need to get 10 of them? We have 9. How much do we need to make 10? Just one more. We can see that. There's just one more. So in order to get that group of 10, we're going to take this 9 that we have and then take 1 from above. Get the 1 we need to make our group of 10. So can you circle that? We have 9, and you're just going to grab 1 more in order to get your 10 1s. And what happens once we have this group of 10 1s? What new unit do we make? 110, of course. So you want to show exactly with that arrow how these 10 1s are equal to this 110 you have. Okay, let's take a look at what we made now. So once we bundled our 10 1s, how many 1s were left over? There was just 2 again. So we're showing there's just 2 1s. But even though we had 2 1s, what new unit did we make? 110. And we want to show that that 110 needs to be added to our 10s column. We added it on our drawing, so we need to add it to our 10s column on the vertical way. So now, how many tens do we have? 1 plus 3 plus 5. We have 9 tens, Super Scholars. So what's our answer? 92. We're showing our awesome skills in a drawing and on the vertical way so we can see exactly what happens when we add 3 and 9 ones together. 3 and 9 make 1 10 with 2 ones left over. That's 12. 1 10 and 2 ones left over. And we can see exactly how it bundles all together with our drawing. So these need to work together for us to totally understand this vertical way. Okay, another problem down, another one to go. Everybody reset. Okay, let's check out 18 plus 68. So first step, can you write it in the vertical way on your whiteboard? Can you line up the tens and the ones in 18 and 68? Can you go ahead and write it on your whiteboard? Does yours match mine? 1 10 and 6 tens, and 8 ones and 8 ones. 18 and 68 have the same amount of ones. Okay, Super Scholars, now that we see our ones and tens, let's draw it on our awesome chart. Okay, can we first draw 18? How many tens will we need in 18? Just 1 10 exactly. How many ones will we need? 8. And remember, we have to draw it in that 10 frame. So for 8, I have 5, and then 3. 5 and 3 is that 8 for 18. Okay, now we gotta draw 68. How many tens will we draw for 68? 6, of course. So my friends, this is going to be 5 and 1. We have 6, 5 and 1. And then, how many ones again? The same amount, 8 ones. So go ahead, can we draw 8 ones again? The exact same. 5 and 3. 8 ones. $18.68. So now, what's our next step? Now that we've drawn and written out these problems, we need to add the ones. We're always going to start with the ones. We need to add the ones. Let's look. There's a lot of ones. So in order to add 8 and 8, we're going to need to bundle. And how much do we need to bundle? 10, of course. So right now, my friends, we've got a group of 8. If we have 8, how much more do we need to make a 10? How many more do we need? 8 and 2. We just need 2 more. So where are we going to get that 2 more from? From our other ones. So let's go ahead. Take those 8 and then 2 more ones that we need. So all together, we've circled a group of 10. We have 8 ones, and we took 2 more in one big circle to make a group of 10. And then what happens? And then with our 10 ones, what do they become? 110. We bundled to make 110. So now, Super Scholars, let's show what we did on our vertical way. So when we added 8 and 8 ones, what happened? We made what new unit? We made 110 because we bundled. So we can show right away that with 8 plus 8, we made 110. And then after we did that, how many ones were left over? 3 and 3. How many ones? 6 ones were left over after we bundled and made 110. Because we know 8 plus 8 equals 16, which makes 110 and 6 ones, which we showed exactly on our 10 frame. Okay, now that we've added our ones together, we have to add all our 10s together. How much do we have? 1 plus 1 plus 6. We have 8 10s all together. 6, 7, 8. So what's our final answer? 86. 18 plus 68 equals 86. Because when we added up our ones, we bundled 10 to make 110 and had 6 ones left over. And that is how we were able to show our work with our awesome vertical way as well. Okay, now Super Scholars, that we have practiced another way of showing our skills all together, it's of course going to be your job to show your skills with a drawing and the vertical way on your own. So let's check out what I need from you on this Monday. Okay, second grade, this is the worksheet you are going to see on Class Dojo, where you're going to solve, circle the 10 ones to bundle, and write the vertical way. So you are going to need to show your skills, both the vertical way and with our drawing, where you need to circle what you bundle. I already have the drawing out for you. You just need to show how you can add these numbers together. So what is going to make a group of 10 ones? And then what larger unit will that bundling make? You need to show your skills with addition, both with our drawing, how we bundle, and on the vertical way. What happens when you add those ones? Take a look. You have all the little boxes for each number. As you add 28 plus 14, you need to show how it can be added, both with a drawing and then on the vertical way, just like we practiced all together. It's just this one problem, Super Scholars, so I really want you to take your time and concentrate on what you are doing. Okay, mathematicians,